like this if you had to her? He said, no, I would not. I would not, he said. He was very honest. He said, I would not. But still I can't understand why not. So, till the last end we are holding on to something very little there. This even a little bit is holding the sari. You know that. That can hold the whole sari. Even a little bit is attaching to the sari. The sari can be held back. The whole thing you can hold it with one little pin. All these small pins that are there, the hangs up, are to be denied, to be seen, going further. Look at yourself. Oh, that's Mr. Ego. All right, now, deceit, let me see. How do you go back? To see all those things. You see, as a play, you should see yourself. And then play tricks with your ego and superego. Actually, they're playing tricks with you. Once you are a master, you play tricks with them. So many times I've said so many things, and they are again, then after some time people start talking about it. Within 1 or 2 months after that, it comes as a scientific proof or things like that. You have seen that many a times it has happened. Now when I say something, I'm sure about it. What I say, I never say anything but the truth. I know that I'm saying only the truth. But I do not go inside and find out whether it's the truth or not. I don't read a book to find out. I don't ask you. I have faith in myself, full faith in myself. Whatever I say is the truth. I know for definite that whatever I say comes out truth. But that's not your case. That's not your case, that whatever you say is the truth. So first you have to establish the state that whatever I say will be the truth. Now how do you do it? The tongue should be such that whatever you say should be the truth. Ultimately it will come out as truth. And that is why the dedication should be there. What dedication? Why should I tell lies? There is no need to tell lies. Even if I tell lies, it will come truth. In my case, so-called lies. They are never lies. If I say to somebody, he is a bad man, apparently to your mother, he's such a fine man. How can you say such a thing about him? We had one Mr. Michael like that. Oh, he's such a loving person, mother. Well, somebody said, mother, are you jealous of him? Up to that extent, But when he showed his real teeth, you see, then people... So, to develop that kind of understanding about the truth, first of all, you should absolutely fix yourself on the truth. And the truth is that you are the instrument of God, that you have got realization, that you have got a special awareness which people do not have. Stand on that and proclaim it. You are not to be afraid of it. You have got realization, no doubt. You have felt it. Say it, I have got realization, nothing doing, I know I am realized. Form on that. In this expression of truth, you have to be like the light. The light asserts. It not only asserts, but it shows others also that it shines. It shows others that I am the light, that you walk in my light. And if you don't try to do it, I may burn you. So they have that, what you call that, I don't know what's the word, Tejasvita. Tejas. Sharpness of light. That Tejasvita is there, that sharpness of light. That is the proof of your truth. You are not afraid of any prime minister or any minister or any king or anyone. But this is the fact. That's the thing. I know I am a realized soul. I am the truth. If you say I am the truth, whatever you will say will be the truth. No doubt about it. Whatever you will do will be the truth. But say I am the truth. But for that, a real purification is needed about facing yourself fully in dedication. Means you are holding on to your mother, you are holding on to Sahaja Yoga, you are holding on to that truth which you have found out. And here you are facing others. Without that you cannot do it. Your source is that. You are standing on the truth. And that is such a power, such a strength. All of them, if you see, Christ had that power, Muhammad had that power, all these great people had that power. To say the truth with full courage, with that assertion that people will accept it. And they would suffer even for that. They wouldn't mind. But whatever is the truth has to be said. That's the first part, what should know about dedication, that you are dedicated fully, that you are not afraid of anyone. You are not worried about your losses. Some people have lost their heads also, completely cut their heads. People have tortured them. Some people have been taken away all their money, have been tortured in every way. But they thought this was the truth, they stood by. Some of them were stupid fools, they stood for something that was not truth. They did, but now you know that you are standing on the truth, and for that you should be willing to sacrifice anything, so-called sacrifice, because you are not sacrificing the truth. What you are sacrificing is untruth. For that you require people of strength and courage, and not these half-baked people. You see, the morning till evening asking for forgiveness from mother. What is it? What is there to ask for forgiveness? Because I am forgiving you every moment. But what are you doing to yourself? What sort of a person you are? You think about it, that you have to stand on the truth. For that, you have to be a strong, courageous person with that sharpness, that tejasvita within you, of the light, of the big one. But at the same time, you have to have complete dedication. Supposing there is no oil in this, it will all go off. It has to have oil. It will go off. So the dedication part is the oil in you, is the attachment, complete attachment to your source. That's the dedication. But that dedication should not give you any other ideas but of a light which shines, which corrects others, guides the path of other people. If that is not so, then the source that you are tapping is not coming to you fully, and that your light is not burning properly. So, into dedication when you go, you must not think that it is any surrendering, the so-called surrendering, that you become like a cabbage. That's the idea people have, that you become like cabbage. But you become dynamic. You become real power. Not of destruction, but of construction. I mean, for destruction you don't need much power. Only for construction you need power. For destruction, how much do you need? Very little. You can destroy the whole thing in no time. But for the construction, you really require great power. And that power, sustained power, flowing power has to be there. For that, dedication is needed. Holding on to your source of power, you have to stand firm, courageously, without any fear. That's the truth. That's the truth you have to achieve. That's very important. But this is only one side of the story. That's not sufficient. Just being the truth, the aspect of one side is there. But the other side of it is that when this source comes to you, you become the compassion. The truth and the compassion are one thing. You won't believe, but it is so. Like the wick and the oil combine to form the light. It is the burning of the oil gives you the light. In the same way, the compassion gives you the truth. There is no difference whatsoever. Only the state is different. That you cannot see the light, which is oil, and oil, which is burning. So compassion is the one which is the source as well as your store. So from the source of compassion, you get your compassion. You see, I have seen people, they want to have compassion for me. They want that I should love them. But reflect it back. Do they love others like that? I have known people, say for one person, says harsh things to others. One comes and asks me, Mother, forgive me for that. Or does something harsh just for the whim of the mind. Mother, forgive me. But when you ask for that, I would like to know, have you given compassion to another person? Even after getting forgiveness from me, that source of forgiveness, that source of compassion, have you given compassion to others? Have you been compassionate to others? You see, it should not be one-sided. If you are taking the advantage of my compassion, it should not be one-sided, that you use it for your own benefit and forget about it. Then you will never grow. You will never grow. If you have to grow, then you must store that compassion within. Whatever compassion I have given you, love I have given you, you must store that within and give that back to others. Otherwise, you will be finished. You will be nowhere. It's the growth which is sustained only, not only by sucking from one side, but by giving to others. Otherwise, you will be stagnated. There has to be outflow. But that is a very hard thing, because people are very good at taking compassion from others. Or even if they are compassionate, they will be mostly compassionate to people who are, say, in, say, Vietnam, not in the ashram. They are more worried about Vietnam people, you know. Oh, Mother, we are worried about Vietnam people, we are collecting money for them, we are trying to send money to Vietnam, and here among ashramites, fighting. This is not compassion by any chance. Sahaj Yogis among themselves are a different phrase, and they are to support each other all the time and look after them. When I find Sahaj Yogis criticizing Sahaj Yogis, I am amazed. I am really amazed. Because you are part and parcel of the same. How can you criticize one eye criticizing another person? I just can't understand. I can criticize, all right. But why should you? Why should you criticize each other? Only thing that you have to do is to love each other. Christ has said it thrice. I must have said it 108 times already. That you have to love each other. That is the only way you are expressing compassion. If I have given you any love any time, you have to have patience with others, love for others. I sometimes try to coax people, and I find that people immediately come out with some sort of a criticism of others or something like that. Now the basic thing is that our compassion, if that is flowing, then only we can get compassion from others. There is no place anymore. I have done too much compassion business. And what I find that now, unless and until you flow it, how am I to give you compassion? I mean, there is no space left now. So better give it away, empty yourself.